thought it'd be fun to check in with you guys and tell you kind of some of the things I'm hoping to do with the channel this year. I will be doing a lot of shorts on the ornaments and jewelry and things I'm making. I'm going to be delving in some other things this year. Going to be working on writing more. I'm going to be working on some art, like learning to paint again, learning to do some watercolor. And if I do any of that, I'll bring that to you. Clearly, if I find any really cool jewelry out in the wild, I'll bring it home and share it with you. And if I bought it to take apart, I'll take it apart with you. If I bought it to resell, then I'll let you know I'm reselling it. Right now, we're kind of on a hiatus from buying because we've been having our Social Security cut by 50% due to, I guess, a new rule with Social Security where when you get your W-2, they figure you've worked all year if it's enough money, I guess. I don't really understand it. No one I know that's ever retired ever had to deal with this. But basically, we had to prove we made no money after his retirement date and Social Security started. They got his W-2 and said, oh, you worked all year, so you owe us. Between us, it was like $18,000. So they said, we're going to start taking half of your Social Security. So his job he'd retired from wrote a long letter explaining to them that he started on what date in 2020, and he ended his work there on May 31st, 2025 or 24. I believe it was 24. No, it had to have been last year. So last year, I'm losing all track of time. No, this happened in 25. So it was in 24. They got the W-2. They said, well, this just doesn't tell us when you worked. It just tells us that you earned this money. And so we have to assume you worked all year. And he'd gotten a bonus and he'd gotten his vacation pay. And we made sure to start our Social Security even a month later than we had to, just because we wanted to make sure that we didn't know the money we got in June would cover the would just be money we earned in May, so it wouldn't count against our Social Security. So we started our Social Security in July. And so anyway, we took care of it. We brought the letter. The guy said, this is all we need. This proves you don't owe us money. I'll scan it in right now and you're good to go. A month goes by. It's now July. What's going on? We go back in and they tell us, oh, it's in processing. It's going to take a while. Well, we're like July, October. We should be fine, right? July, beginning to mid-July. They're not going to start taking it till mid-October. Nope. They started taking half our pay in October, half our pay in November, half our pay in December, and it's showing that they're going to take half our pay in January. So in November, after the government opened back up, we contacted our congressman, and he has a woman in his office. It's a social worker. She contacted them on our benefit. I think it was the end of November. Yes, because they said they needed 6 weeks, which put it at like January 16th, which is a little bit longer than usual, because when I researched contacting your congressperson, they said it usually takes 30 days, but they said they needed 45 days. So that means we won't get any changes till hopefully, but hopefully it'll be next month. So we're just waiting. And so right now we can't source. We can't really buy anything. We're okay. Our mortgage company's working with us and letting us skip our mortgage until this is fixed. But it's been frustrating. I won't lie. So I really can't buy any supplies. Not that I need any, but there's a couple little sequins I would love to fill into my collection, but I can't. We can't go sourcing. We can't go thrifting. None of that right now. So hopefully it'll all be resolved by the end of this month, and we'll start getting our pay and all our back pay in February. That's my hope. So, but it's hard because they fired like 7,000 people at the Social Security office. And then I was looking it up, and 3.5 million people retired the same year we did, which means they probably gave this letter to a great majority of them. So they got more work and less workers. So I can't be mad at them. I'm just frustrated because if we don't owe the money, it's not fair that they're taking it. But we will get it back. That's a good thing. So that's where we're at. So that's why I haven't really been able to do much new shopping or show you anything new. And it'll probably be that way for a little bit longer. We're hoping by the time spring comes along and there's starting to be some flea markets and yard sales and stuff, we'll be able to get back out there. And we're going to be very cautious with what we buy. But I want to start seeing if I can find some jewelry both to resell and to create with. I also have 2 drawers of the rhinestone jewelry. I'd like to start making some of those pretty art pieces with that. I think that would be a lot of fun. So I'm, trying to figure out what I want to do. I just want to have fun this year. I don't want to niche myself down into, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do whatever I feel like doing on a weekly basis. I do want to make more of the blue ornaments for next year's tree. That is one thing I do want to do. I also would like to create more steampunk jewelry and some jewelry for me. I enjoy wearing earrings, as you can see. I always have a pair on, and they're usually earrings I made, although there's a few really gorgeous sets that I wear that I did not make. My big, beautiful beaded ones. And I want to do some more of that type of beadwork. In fact, I just got an order on Etsy to do some snowman earrings. So I got to make those up to ship out on Monday. I haven't made those in years, but I just, for the fun of it, I put the listing up again. It was an inactive listing, so I thought it'd be fun to make up if I got an order. So I did. So I'm going to make them up. They usually take me an hour and a half tops. It'll take more time probably to get all the materials together than to actually make them. But so I'm going to do that, and every week just figure out what would be fun. I'm also working on my other channel, which is my health and life channel. It's just about life in general and my health, and that's my heart of the matter, and I believe I put a link to it in my channel description. I'm also going to be blogging more, both on my creative channel and my life channel. I want to start working on writing a little bit more. I've had a couple books in limbo for years. I want to start doing more of that, as well as, like I said, getting back to my drawing and learning to do a little painting and just having fun this year. I just want to enjoy photography again. I want to enjoy just getting out there and having fun, doing unusual and fun things, and just creating. I think it'd be a lot of fun, and I'd bring more to this channel than just doing ornaments and jewelry, bring you a few other newer things. My channel was inspired originally by several very talented ladies, Darlene Michaud, who encouraged me to start it. Happy Bird's Glitter Nest. She is a font of beautiful things. If you like pretty, romantic styled things, oh my gosh, her channel's gorgeous. Carol Tolson, who started a channel just after I did, but I was inspired by her beautiful work, some of which Happy Bird had borrowed with permission for her channel. They both do very beautiful work. Carol Tolson. And then Cheryl Coyote, who's become a dear friend of mine. I loved her channel because she created fun things. She also did recipes, travel, and that's what the other channel's for. So I can do a little bit of everything. Some of my creating might even be on there if it doesn't fit as well into this channel. We'll see. If I do anything over there, I'll do a short over here if you want to see it over there. But I just want to have a lot of fun this year. Put last year behind me with, or actually a year and a half behind me with the heart surgery. And then last year, the move took a lot out of us. We're still getting settled. My room is still not completely done because we're working on that cubby in the corner. So I've got a lot that I just want to put behind me and start having fun creating. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm hoping to do this year. And just enjoy all the beautiful things I have. I've got clay, for polymer clay. I've got all kinds of gorgeous fabrics and things I want to make. I have quilling stuff. I have a lot of those little diamond dots that I want to make jewelry out of. So there's just so many things I want to do, and I've got to figure out how to do each thing I want to do this year and share them with you. I wanted to make putz houses for a long time. I had some I wanted to repair, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to make some putz houses? So there's so much I want to do. Some I'll do here, some I'll do over there. Most of them I'll do here, but if I do occasionally do something over there, I'll post a short here, letting you know there's a longer video over there. But I really want to start to really enjoying just talking more to you guys, and that channel is probably better for that than this one. So if you do want to hear me talking about my health, my life, my diet, been talking to ChatGPT, which has been absolutely fascinating. It's amazing the insight it has, considering it's not a person. You know what I mean? It's very interesting how it can take the information you give it, and give you back some pretty interesting insight. So I was really nervous about it until my friend Nikki Page recommended it to me, and she has a channel, Magic Marshmallow, and I really have to say I'm impressed with it. So that's what I'm going to be doing this year, is just all kinds of fun stuff. We'll do more ornaments. We'll do some jewelry. We'll do, I don't know if I'll get to the quilling this year or not. It's a little intimidating, but I bought a whole thing of quilling stuff. The book, all the quills, the tools, everything for $5. And it's probably a couple $100 worth of stuff. It was crazy. That's the same place that I got all the diamond dots. And then I hit a couple other sales where they had tons of diamond dots for just nothing. And there's a few crafts I want to use those for, not for making the diamond dot pictures. I want to make some jewelry and different crafts with them. They're quite versatile. So I've got a lot of fun things I want to do this year. Just wanted to touch base. Wish you all a wonderful new year. I'm a couple days late. Today's the 3rd, but I wanted to check in with you. I don't do these face-to-faces very often here, but let you know that My Heart of the Matter will be posting every day the foods I eat. I'll be posting my 3 meals a day, just a short, very short, like a minute or less. Here's my breakfast, here's my lunch. And then dinner will be a little longer, because I'll tell you my Weight Watcher points, I'll tell you my calories, and I'll tell you my steps on the Fitbit. I might get my iPad out, pull up the app so I can show you some of this stuff. And that's what my plans are for this year. So I'll be back soon. I'm working on an ornament. I'm just going to give you a real quick glance. That's it. That's all you're getting. Anyway, a friend of mine asked me to make this for her, so for her Christmas present. So I'm making that, and I'll show it to you. Hopefully by tomorrow it'll be done, and I can do a little video on it. Really pretty. I really am happy with this piece. It's very, very cute. So I'll be back soon, and I'll talk to you later, and I would love your feedback. What would you like to see me do? Now, I can't do everything if 10 people give me 10 suggestions, but sometimes you guys have given me a few really interesting ideas. So if you have some ideas of things that we could do here, it might be something I can do. So I've got paper, I've got glue, I've got glitter, I've got, of course, beads, plus all the seed beads and sequins. I've got lace, I've got tons of jewelry to craft with, as well as make jewelry out of. I've got a lot. Pipe cleaners, ribbons, and I don't know if you can see up here, let's see. Lots of ribbons and fabric and stuff like that up on top there. And then my closet is just full of all kinds of amazing stuff. One thing I do want to do is some of the satin ball ornaments too. So we got a lot we can work with, and I'm hoping to have a lot of fun this year, now that my studio's set up enough that I can work in here really easily. So I'll be back soon. My granddaughter's coming over any minute to craft with Grandma. So I don't know what we're doing today. Maybe I'll do a little short on that. But I'll be back soon. Bye.